Hello, everyone. Avevekuve. Now I'm a boy of Avevekuve. I can't do for you. It's on Peter Obi. Peter Obi has been receiving water. Hey, from Obidients. Omo gbas gbos 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 gbas gbas gbos gbos gbos. He don't collect. Baba do anyhow, I see anyhow. People say, Omo, people they rake, people they vex, people they vano. But anyway, you might ask me that why are people angry at Mr. Peter Obi, especially his supporters, that are always supporting him and being there with him. Obedient are not finding it easy at all. They've gone after, Mr. Peter Obi. But let me give you the gist if you've not heard the gist. So apparently, it's a former president, head of state, Gowon's birthday, 90th birthday. And Peter Obi did a tweet, one long tweet like that with message, writing this. And so, I don't know whether I should read the tweet. You know what is making me laugh? And the fact that he's receiving water from his supporters. That's for me, that's the thing I love about Peter Obi supporters. They don't send, and they are not this lavish-minded thing where they say, oh, someone will do anything. If they don't like it, they will always sort of like support or agree with him. If there's something that he has done that they don't like, they are always, ready to come out and say, no, hey, we don't like this, and they will go after him. And the thing also, the learning thing for me, all of that is the fact that also Mr. Peter Obi also listens to the people and he comes back to come and explain. So I think I will just take the time to read the tweet. So Peter Obi did this tweet. We said, I'm privileged to join other Nigerians of goodwill to celebrate a highly respected leader and former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, on his 90th birthday anniversary. In a time of hate, you stood for love. At a time of strife, you stood for peace. At a time of division, you stood for unity. Your life of service to our greater nation, Nigeria, stand as one of sacrifice, leadership, and unity. Your steadfast commitment to preserving the peace and sovereignty of Nigeria during the challenging period in our history will forever be remembered and revered. Your exemplary leadership and statesmanship remain an inspiration to younger and many generations of Nigeria. As we celebrate this milestone, I pray that God continues to grant you good health, wisdom, and the grace of true fruitfulness. May your legacy continue to guide us as we strive to build a more united, prosperous, and just Nigeria. Happy 90th birthday, sir. P.O. Ordinarily, this message to someone wouldn't have caused a lot of things, but of course, the role that Gowon played. Gowon is one person that was there that led us to a civil war where over 3 million people, I believe, were killed, and not just killed, were starved to death. It was such a heinous war that shouldn't have happened. And at the end of the day, they said, no victor, no vanquish. That's what he said. And up to today, Nigeria has never taken ownership of that Biafran war to sit down and look into it and all of that. So for some, seeing all of these words being given to someone who had been at the helm of affairs of the massacre of certain people, he didn't sit down well with them at all. They went after him. For me personally, I always believe that Gowon is one of the worst head of states that we had. Is the worst in the sense that during his time, if he was someone who had vision, he could have put Nigeria on a very massive, road plan. But of course, he didn't have that vision. This was someone who was saying that the biggest problem that Nigeria had was how to spend the money. Not money is not their problem, but how to spend it. They were doing all those odoji. They did instant gratification instead of delayed gratification that would have put the nation here. And also Gowon has never been known to stand on issues. He's always like any government in power he support. And then this tweet sort of like rubbed, people in the worst way that you can possibly think about. And then, of course, there were a lot from those who said, okay, Peter Obi had done well in the fact that there has to be a bridge, this, from those who say, no, how can you say that about someone who orchestrated the killing of your own people and blah, blah, blah. So I'll just go on and read some of the... So someone said here, he said, he knew the consequences of his tweet, but he vehemently chose to stick with his years-long philosophy direction of conquering hate with love. There's a reason God created our eyes in front and not behind us. So he quoted what Peter Obi said, 2019, test of his stubbornly strong character. And so in this one... Okay, there's a tweet. This say...
Those who look yesterday and today will miss tomorrow. God did not give us eye at the back. Well, this some of those issues at the back. But mine is to look forward.
Okay, so that's it. So he quoted the tweet and he put the video where Peter Obi had said all of this. And then so there was people who were talking who weren't happy at all. I want to read this one. Say like this person N60 Life 6 said that Gowon tweet was a massive own goal. Yuck. And he put this vomit, face. That's Sizzle. And then Daniel Emeka said, I hope we understand that if we desire this man to be president, he's going to be a president of every Nigeria and not just Obedient. Okay, then Noble Igwe, I don't know whether it's in response to that particular tweet or in response to something. He said, Peter will be like every other person, has a birthday. On his birthday, I don't remember seeing anybody upset that a particular public person didn't wish Peter Obi a birthday. But all of a sudden, you guys all have lists of who he owes a birthday cake. Someone here said, I don't know, so this person say, the way this person, okay, I think there were some who were saying that I give you 72 hours to pull down this tweet. If you don't pull down this tweet, you will not for do this. And so this person had this tweet. He said, the way some of you overrate yourself on this app is hilarious. You are telling Peter Obi you make sure he doesn't win any state in 2027 as by you who you be. Once now get followers, now go think say now don't arrive. I give you 72 hours to pull down the tweet. LMAO. You know what that means. I'm not going to tell you what that means. Then another Chief Peter Ahmed said, may Peter Obi's bridge building efforts inspire a nation where diversity is strength and the unity of our guiding light is and the unity of our guiding light. I'm a Northerner and I support Peter Obi. Then another revolutionary youth, Totti Mercy said, the way you people hold Peter Obi to accountability shows he's your president. All of you crazy for that. Which one is giving even people in presidency calling his attention to wish Oni a happy birthday? He wished Gowon trouble. He no wish wahala. You people want another one say you people want Peter Obi to be your puppet so badly. You should protest for it. You should fight IPC and Tinubu. You should not speak to Gowon. Nation building is not regional politics. Peter Obi is not your tribal chef. It's a national. The office must be clear. So these are the ones who are sort of like this thing. And apparently there were people who gave Peter Obi 72 hours to delete the tweet. I didn't even see that. You can see people doing tweet on that. This one say, what I find very funny in all this are human beings are giving Peter Obi 72 hours to delete his tweet unless they make sure he doesn't or otherwise they will make sure he doesn't win in 2027. Why didn't you make him win last year if you had the power? And now Akko Gary, he's put clan face. I don't know what that means. Do you think you're doing Peter Obi a favor or what? I've said it before. Peter Obi should go and rest. We already have good leaders. He put it in quotation with iron fist to handle us. And and so I'm like, so exactly. So they were quite so there were quite a lot of tweets that actually came. I'm just trying to okay. So these are some of the tweets. So someone this person called Harry Chidi tweet said, starting to look like you are this desperate to be Nigeria's presidential. Anyways, Tinubu till 2031. If you like, kiss blood sucking Gowon. That's Chidi tweet. Then another person called Oji CC1 said, now Peter Obi has committed an abominable act and is unforgivable. This is nothing but pure desperation. He has just spit on the grave of 5 million innocent Igbos gruesomely murdered by Gowon in 1967 to 1970. I yet do not want to say I regret supporting him in 2023, but if he doesn't take down this stupid post of his within the next 72 hours, I promise you in 2027, I will ensure he doesn't win more than his village Agulu in the election. I don't care what political party you belong to, but no Igbo man or woman should ever say anything like this or close to it about Gowon. He has disappointed millions of his Igbo supporters. I still cannot believe he tweeted this. Alu. So that's this particular person. No wonder people were saying people overread them. So this is the particular person that is saying that he gave him 72 hours. Then he now came to say whoever advised Peter Obi to make that tweet did him dirty. The person hates him very deeply, but he still has time to take it out. Otherwise, politically, that would be the end of him. Saying that I'm disappointed in him is an understatement. Then he continued to say that should never come from someone who could say they are not desperate to be president of Nigeria because it reeks of desperation. Dude has let us down, according to this person. uh Okay, so of course, so there's a whole lot going on, and then there's also something. There's a particular tweet that someone had done. Uh, that someone had done. Let me look for it here. I think Then this person, Baron Chimaka said, everyone should let Obedience who aren't happy about Peter Obi's conduct towards General Gowon to criticize him. Peter Obi is not above criticism, and it goes to prove that Obedience are not zombies like the other scallywags. Obedience have a mind of their own and can stand for what they believe in. There's nothing wrong with criticism, or are we expecting PO to always be right all the time? PO had continually said he likes to be criticized and he doesn't like those who will challenge him or hold him accountable for what he does. Obedience are right to criticize him if they feel he hasn't done well. PO is also right to leave the past in the past and move forward. We should all accept that PO is a nationalist and at least is an officer of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Two truths can exist comfortably. PO is right in what he has done and some Obedience are right to criticize him. As I've always said, no one is above criticism in this camp. If PO leaks a mic or fails to come to online to address us, he go collect water. As far as I'm concerned, Gowon is a murderer and deserves no peace here on earth or in his afterlife. Good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful day and God bless you and yours. Amen. So this is what this particular person had to say. And then someone else said they say two things about the birthday post of this is now Weyimi B Loop at underscore Weyimi on X. She said two things about the birthday post of Peter Obi that a lot of people are missing. One, first batch of people drawing blood is Simon Ekpa people. Two, the second batch are the ones who say he isn't a regional president but proceed to do things that make him look like a regional president. Feelings are valid, but you need to know when to apply diplomacy and watch how you throw words that come back to bite you. This is not how to dialogue. Abeg shift, somebody say a simple birthday message would have sufficed. Gowon do not deserve all those eulogies. If and then Ikechukwu say if Phil had simply said happy birthday, this my brothers and sisters will get angry because he said happy birthday. I can't be angry with someone who doesn't know what that I'm angry with him, wasting my anger for nothing. Exactly. Somebody say diplomacy isn't done by telling lies. Another person said. But P.O. goofed. He could have wished and then someone else said P.O. goofed. He could have wished Gowon a happy birthday without making reference to the civil war. It was an avoidable mistake. He should learn from this and ensure not to, repeat it. You see how you say he goofed, pass your message and further encourage him to learn. That's civil. The others, he said, not civil. But anyway, of all of these things were going on, one of the things also is the fact that Peter Obi himself, saw all of that was going on, and he did a response, after that. For that, and this is like 4 hours ago. He said, why I congratulated General Gowon at 90. So Peter Obi has come back to, when he saw the anger, the everything, water coming in from everyone, giving him bats, bats. He came back and he has always talked about the fact that he likes to be criticized. I mean, we're all human. Sometimes we make mistakes, which is for sure. We will all make mistakes. But the thing is that when we're called out on our mistakes, we come, acknowledge it, give answers or whatever it is. And so this was P.O. with his message. He said, why I congratulated General Gowon at 90. My felicitation with Nigeria's former military head of state, General Gowon, on his 90th birthday anniversary, which was celebrated by a cross-section of Nigerians, has been received with mixed feelings by some Nigerians, and some have expressed their sentiments publicly and privately to me. I share in some of them, and I feel that as a leader in the vanguard of providing direction for our country to shift base away from our shortcomings, including the issues that caused our avoidable cruel civil war, I needed to show to the world that the ultimate heroism is forgiving the enemy and moving forward. Indisputably, the darkest part of our 64-year journey as a nation is the 30 months of civil war from 1967 to 1970, and God Almighty, whose way is not our way, must have a reason why he kept the chief prosecutor of the war, who is General Gowon, alive to be 19 years today, and the man who saw the end of the war, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, to be there at 87 years, heading all the moves to see reconciled and just Nigeria. There was also a developing new spirit why the same country, Nigeria, gave the Biafra leader Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu a heroic national burial on 2nd March 2012 when he joined his ancestors, coincidentally under my tenure as governor of Anambra State. The status of the burial given to Dim Ojukwu remains the boldest indication to the world that Nigeria as a country is disposed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation. There are various ways human beings can respond to acts of evil, especially one that claimed millions of lives. One is the tragedy of revenge, and another offers the hope of forgiveness in an attempt to forget. The latter confirms neatly with the template I adopted in greeting General Gowon at 19 years old. In all my dealings with human beings, I try to be guided by my faith as a Christian in a strong message preached by Jesus Christ himself and underscored in reflections in St. Paul's letter to the Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And to Ephesians, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing them right, please. Ephesians 4:31 to 32. It says, get rid of all bitterness, rage, and anger, brawling and slander, along with every form of malice. Whatever reason I will give for joining the rest of Nigerians to greet General Gowon may never truly conform with some persons, especially direct victims of the war, but anger, hurt, and bitterness are the commonest responses to cruelty. In its first sectarianism, it leads to resistance and avoidable blood feud that we are witnessing across the globe, and even in our country, it does not abate. There's something about forgiveness. It sets the person doing it free. Forgiveness is more a process than an instinct. It's hate that has put our society, blessed by God, to be the greatest land in the black world down. But this hate has to stop. I was under 10 years old when the Nigeria Biafra war started in 1967. Most of my supporters across the country joining me get a new Nigeria were born after the war. I didn't feel I should drag them back to the dark side of our history by being unforgiving. I feel such an act will derail the message of a new year and that we insist is of a new Nigeria that we insist is possible. I feel such an act will must you greet him? Why didn't you keep quiet? Some angrily say to me. But that will still be injurious to our journey to a new Nigeria, where all political vices, including but not limited to ethnic, religious bitterness and regional segregation, are eliminated. Various personal experiences of victims of injustice across the globe who have chosen to put the ugly things behind them visibly demonstrate the transformative power of forgiveness in healing personal and collective wounds. And then he said, with this explanation, I'd like to admonish all those angered by my greetings to the elder statesman to bear with me and join me in this mission to create a country where hate, unforgiving spirit, and other vices will give way for justice. What Nigeria needs badly and urgently to survive going forward is good governance, which can only germinate and grow in true peace and the presence of justice. Thanks and God bless you, Mr. Peter Obi. So that is it. Mr. Peter Obi came and responded to the people and everything. That's what leadership should be about. You hear what the people are, anger at the people, and you do it. And I must say on this one, I'm very proud of Obidients, and I'm also proud of Mr. Peter Obi. The Obidients came out to show their anger at what he had done that he hadn't done, where they held them accountable, they criticized him, they didn't leave him. And he, on his own part, Mr. Peter Obi, he listened, he heard, and he came to give a clarification. One of the things that I say under that particular thing is that, like Maurice Monye said, it's okay, it's calm, you listen and clarify to your followers. That's humility. Then Salako Uncle Ayo on X said, a leader who isn't tone deaf empathetic, and critically aware is who you are. And that's why you always have my support. While the criticism of the angered are valid, this explanation is also valid. To lead in the capacity you're desiring to lead would require you to shake hands with men you would rather not share the same table with. To lead Nigeria means to lead Nigerians, and that group includes people from across all political settings and geographical shapings, including war criminals, even at the risk of alienation from your very kinsmen. You wield a heavy crown, one I do not covet, but also wield the wisdom to navigate these tough waters. You always have my support, Mr. President. Somebody respond to that person. I was patiently waiting to read your tweet as I already knew you would do proper justice to a response. So another person came here. This is one of those psychophants that are always attacking people. His call was Pampy. He said, "Why do you keep pandering to the mob? Every time I feel like you're slowly winning me over, you make a post that pushes me further away. It's exhausting." Who wants you to be won over? Guy, keep your side, keep your this thing. I have this mentality that people have that they are helping Peter Obi. No, you are helping yourself. Bad governors will deal with everybody. Everybody go here and what. Who they buy? In short, uh this one say you no sabi play politics without bitterness. Don't worry, I know. Anybody wey vex make e follow Nnamdi Kanu abeg. Anybody wey want activism make e follow Moyele Sowore seller. Oga Peter Obi, I love you to the me, but no amount of praise from you can whitewash Yakubu Gowon demonic murderous regime. Please see this one out. Also, Weekend Make and League Vlog, it has nothing to do with God. You criticize him angrily, and okay, I think this person was responding. This one, Ogumusi, say you criticize him angrily. He responded intelligently and humility. He displayed an understanding your pain despite not witnessing the way, but pushing the importance of forgiveness as a means to reconcile the nation. A new Nigeria is possible. God bless you, Peter Obi. Then Jude Bella say, "Thank you for clarifying your position. You always listen. This is what we want from our leader. God bless you, sir." Okay, politics is played with brain and not emotion. Well done. It goes on and on and on. But at the end of the day, that's it. Peter Obi did anyhow, he received anyhow, and he came to make clarification. Yeah, we move on. That's life. And thank you for watching. Bye.